Good morning, everyone. This is Herb from World of Walt, and today I am coming to you live from Pandora, the world of Avatar at Disney's Animal Kingdom. There was a tremendous line to get in on opening day. It stretched all the way from Pandora back to the entrance of the park and back to Pandora. There were signs being wheeled around that maybe the land was going to be closed for the day or have limited access, but after a long wait in that long line, I am in. This is the entrance bridge to the land of Pandora, not too far from the Tree of Life. So we are going to go in and check it out. Actually, they seem to be controlling the number of people who can get in, so this part at least does not look too crowded. Hopefully, the internet connection will hold up. So let's wander in on this opening morning at Pandora, World of Avatar. Victoria from Denmark is joining. Thank you. David, good morning to you. Appreciate everybody joining me here today. I can see an interesting plant straight up ahead. I actually had a chance to visit Pandora last weekend as part of the annual pass holder previews. And to be honest, the theming and the plants are in a wildly different time and place. I think the Disney Imagineers have done an amazing job. So thanks everybody for being here. Hey, Tim Peterson, good morning. So we are entering the Valley of Moara, or however you say something like that. This is after the time of the Pandora movies, when nature is reclaiming some things that the bad guys did. The Pandora Conservation Institute, you can see their logo in the upper left, runs this area, and we are here through Alpha Centauri Expeditions, kind of the tour company that is bringing us into Pandora. So welcome everyone. Glad that you are here with me. So as you enter, one of the first things you see over here on the right is this amazing looking and humongous plant. It looks like it's got a gaping hole in it. When you touch it, things happen. So you can see steam coming out of the top. The different pieces will spit out on occasion. So really, really interesting. People like to stop here and check it out. Brandy, good morning. Priscilla, thanks for joining the live broadcast. So when you come into Pandora, be sure to stop by and check this out. It is huge and very detailed. It looks very, very realistic. Diane says, thanks for sharing. Glad to do it. Douglas, thank you for being here with me. First live broadcast from Pandora. All over the land you see these otherworldly looking plants. Also a lot of woven artwork just tucked in everywhere, so you can see some of it here. Soon I hope to come back at night. A lot of these plants I think will be alive and glowing, so we'll check it out. Over in the distance, kind of hidden behind the plants, you can see some floating mountains. We will definitely check those out. Mary's from Rhode Island watching. Thank you for doing that. Sarah shared the video. Sarah, thanks for that. Let's continue to wander in.
Thank you.
Okay, up ahead we can see a sign that points to a couple of the major things here. So the Navi River Journey is a slow-moving boat ride.
Good morning, everyone. Stand by for everything.
Satuli Katine is the quick-service sit-down restaurant, and Avatar Flight of Passage is the new e-ticket attraction, which is pretty amazing. You can see straight up ahead the floating mountains of Pandora, which are just huge. I know a lot of it's forced perspective, but the way they look is just amazing. So let's wander back here a little bit. Faye, thanks for sharing the video. You can see some wild looking plants hanging here. A lot of water, so you can see waterfalls from the floating mountains. There's a stream running through here. So really, really beautiful. A lot of animal sounds all around us. Alicia says, can't wait for her trip in December. Hope you have a good one. Hi, Tony from Pittsburgh. Thanks for being here. Thanks again, everybody, for joining me. My first live broadcast from Pandora, the world of Avatar, at Disney's Animal Kingdom. It is Saturday. It is opening day. There was a humongous line to get in that stretched all the way from the entrance to Pandora by the Tree of Life, back down to the front of the park, and all the way back down to the Tree of Life. It wrapped around. There were so many people. They're kind of controlling the number of folks who can come in, so it's crowded, but it's not overwhelming, which is good. There's still enough room to move around. I think because there are so many people, it's a little confusing on where the lines are and where they aren't. But right now, we're just going to walk around and enjoy some of the ambiance. So many plants, just again, otherworldly, very realistic looking. I can't wait to come back at the nighttime so I can see all of these things glowing. I think it's going to be really fascinating. Jackie was here last weekend. Robert shared the video. Robert, thank you for doing that. Brian, happy Memorial Day weekend to you as well. Thanks for spending a little bit of it with me. Jonathan, thanks for sharing the video and thanks for tuning into the broadcast. Appreciate your doing that. Lucy asked, can you get a fast pass? There are fast passes available, well, not today, but generally speaking, available for the two attractions. So I've been keeping a pretty close eye on the My Disney Experience app, and the Navi River Journey, which is a slow-moving boat ride, seems fairly easy to get those fast passes, but the big e-ticket attraction where you get to ride the Banshee, it's been very, very hard, almost impossible to get a fast pass, and I've been trying to check each day, 30 days in advance at 7 o'clock in the morning. I think maybe they're not adding or giving out too many fast passes for that attraction. I've heard that they're still working out the bugs. When I went on it, it was working very, very well, and it is an amazing experience. You're not allowed to do any photography in the Banshee ride because of, well, it's kind of like soaring. You don't want to drop your camera on someone below you, but it's got an amazing queue. It's a great, great experience. Sheila from Cape Coral, thanks for being here with me. Pandora, the land of Avatar. It's opening day. There are a lot of people here. Sometimes it's a little hard to know where the lines start and end, but today I hope to just wander around with you a little bit. Check out the scenery, the flowers. It's really, really beautiful.
Yes, ma'am.
So it's sort of hard to see. Over beyond the trees is the entrance to the Flight of Passage. I'll go over there and see if I can get close enough to check out the wait time, which I'm sure is just out of this world. I saw a sign, literally speaking, no pun intended. I saw a sign back towards the entrance of Pandora, which I think said there was 285-minute wait to get on Flight of Passage. I think it's going to be like that for a long time to come. The ride is a winner, and people will love it. So a lot of folks down here kind of waiting in line, wandering around. Simon asked how long the queues. Yeah, 285 for Flight of Passage. I think it was over 100 for the Navi River Journey. Debbie asks, how hot is it today? No, it's not bad. I think it's probably in the 80s. Humidity's not too terrible for summertime. Sun is pretty intense, but it is not bad at all for end of May, Florida. All right, let's continue wandering around, check out what's going on here. Tabitha has a fast pass for Flight of Passage next month. Good for you. You must have some excellent fast pass grabbing skills, because I have not had any luck in getting a fast pass for Flight of Passage. So Mary said she was not hearing any sound. It seems like sometimes the broadcast I don't hear sound. If you can hear me blabbing and speaking on, I'd appreciate it if you could let me know in a comment. Sometimes I think you may have to jump out of the broadcast and back in. Okay, some folks are saying they can hear okay. Thank you. I just don't think it's always consistent in how the audio works on the Facebook broadcast. So. Okay, Lisa can hear me. Great, thank you. Okay, let's wander over here, see if it's possible to get near the entrance to Flight of Passage. Hey Phil, thanks for joining. I've been following your antics on Facebook and hope you had a good trip recently with your training, so to speak. So this is the path that leads to a number of different things in Pandora. So way up here on the right is the Satuli Canteen, which is really good. It's also Wind Traders, which is the gift shop here, and the Flight of Passage. So a lot of folks are headed this way. A little bit of a log jam here. We'll see if we can get up closer. It's fun just to look at all the plant life that Disney has created. Really, really interesting, and I can't wait to come back at nighttime to check it out. Taylor wishes he was here. Liz says she's hearing okay, occasional freezes. Okay, thank you for that. I think that probably a lot of people using the Wi-Fi today, so hopefully the broadcast will hold up and we'll be okay. Jennifer says way too many people. It is pretty crowded here. I think they're trying to control the number of people who come and go, so it just doesn't get completely gridlocked, but there are a lot of folks here. So there is Life and Tiffin's, and then there's another entrance that's near Africa, which I don't think has been open. At least it wasn't open when I went on a pass holder preview. So it looks like the way is clear, but it's sort of hard to tell. There's so many people coming and going in every direction. Okay, so we're going to come up here and take a peek at the canteen and Wind Traders. We'll see if we can check out the current wait time for Flight of Passage, which is definitely in 3 digits. 200, 300 minutes is my bet, maybe more. Cheryl from Oklahoma, thanks for being here. Mary, good morning from Harrisburg, Illinois. Glad you could join me. Sarah's going to be here in February from Vermont. I hope you have a good trip. All right, got a little bit of breathing room here. So over here on the right is the canteen, which is the quick service sit-down restaurant. I had dinner here. It's sort of a build-your-own-bowl menu and very, very good. Ooh, I could smell the food that they are cooking, and it smells great. So here's the menu at the Satuli Canteen. So you can see it's a build-your-own-bowl. You pick your meat or protein, and then your base. I had potatoes. I think they have things like rice and quinoa. The desserts are very good. I had to try the blueberry cream cheese mousse because it looks amazing, and it really does taste good. So I would recommend it. Chaz from Ohio, thank you for being here. Rosemary from Hanover, Pennsylvania, thank you. Rhonda says Pandora must have bad Wi-Fi. My guess is that everybody and their brother is tweeting and texting and Facebooking. Tables reserved for guests with Satuli Canteen food only, so I'm sure this place is really busy. Not sure if I could even get in. I bet the line is big just to get in. But if I can just peek inside, the design looks like a military mess hall that's been taken over by the people of Avatar with all of their weaving and natural-looking designs. So you can kind of see inside a little bit. I think there's a line even to get in the door, so I'm not going to wait for that, but pretty interesting. Judith said can almost smell the food. Yeah, I think they must be pumping out the scent of cooking the meat because it smells great. It's making me very hungry. Allison from Dundee, Scotland, thank you for being here. So if you are in Pandora, I would definitely recommend stopping by the canteen. The food was really, really good. Reasonably priced by Disney standards. I think you'll really enjoy it. So over here is a small drink location called Pangu Pangu, probably not saying that right, which is where you can get frozen drinks I tried a couple different options here. They were really, really good. Some interesting flavors like pear and some typical ones like strawberry. So a great place to get a cold drink. Check it out. Excuse me. Thank you.
Excuse me, I'm sorry.
Sure. So this looks like a line to get into the gift shop, Wind Traders, which you can see up ahead of us. At least I think that's a line to get in. Sometimes it's hard to tell with so many people. I think a lot of people are probably here to buy merchandise on the first day, which you would think. Excuse me. Thank you. So let's go over and check out the entrance to Flight of Passage, which is the big e-ticket attraction, kind of like a Soarin' 2.0. Really, really fun. I had a chance to experience it a couple different times and just thought it was terrific. So when you come here, you'll definitely want to do it. If you can get a fast pass, I would say grab one. Lucy says looks busy. It definitely is busy. Lisa from Sweden, thank you for being here. Sarah says a line to get to the gift shop. That's crazy. You're right. It's opening day. I think everything is kind of crazy here. So let's see if we can see how long it's going to take to get in. Okay, so Flight of Passage, I don't know if you can see the sign up there. Standby wait, 250 minutes. 250 minutes. So 4 hours to get in. The attraction really is a great one. So it's sort of like Soarin', but instead of sitting in a hanging chair, you sit on something that kind of looks like a motorcycle, which has something that comes up on your back. So you can kind of see the sign here and showing what it looks like for people who are in wheelchairs. But you do have that sort of flight feeling, and it's a lot of fun. I definitely recommend it. So here's the sign for Flight of Passage. So fly above the landscape, sudden drops, acrobatic aerial maneuvers, 3D experience. So it is a lot of fun. Like a lot of attractions at Disney, if you're having issues with your heart or your back, high blood pressure, mothers who are expecting shouldn't ride, but it's a lot of fun. Darlene says it's exciting. I agree. It's a great day to be here at Disney's Animal Kingdom, opening day of Pandora. Sue said she heard there's a size limitation. So you sit down on something that kind of looks like a motorcycle seat, and then a piece comes up and rests on your back, like squeezes your back. Actually, you feel like you're in there pretty tight. And the reason is that they don't want you to get out because you could fall and really kill yourself. So the fit of the attraction seat is a tight one. I've heard that maybe some people might have a hard time getting into it. I would imagine that Disney will keep an eye on that. So everywhere you go, there are beautiful sights to see. Rushing waters and waterfalls, huge otherworldly plants. Molly says opening day is exciting but crazy. Definitely true. Crystal says she wants to come someday. I hope you get a chance to. Sue has her fast passes. Good for you. Interesting, all over you can see these Avatar, Pandora, plant life, different molds and plants and flowers, and you just feel like you were in a completely different place. Lindsay asks, what's my favorite part? I would say when I had a chance to experience it last weekend, which was on Saturday later in the day, I had a chance to really touch base on everything. I had a chance to do the Navi River Journey. I had a chance to do Flight of Passage. I got to go into the Wind Traders gift shop. I got to eat at the Satuli Canteen. I had a chance to have a drink from Pongu Pongu. And, I would say there are two things. One is that I just love being in the environment. It's sort of repeating myself, but you just feel like you are in a different world. Everywhere you look, it looks different. You feel like you've been transported to a different spot. But I would also add that the Flight of Passage attraction is just amazing. I think the comparisons to Soren are pretty accurate. That's kind of what it's like, but it sort of takes it up to the next level. So as far as attractions go, really enjoyed it. It's just a thrilling thing to do, but just being in this area is a lot of fun as well. Everywhere you look, you see something interesting. The plant life, the mountains, the water. You're hearing all of these nature sounds all around you. Michelle asks, is there background music? In most places, I think there is not music, actually. More what you hear is the calling sounds of animals. I think there may be one spot where you hear a little bit of music, and there are spots for drummers, but it's not the typical background loop music that you would expect in most places at Disney World. Cheryl says it looks like there's so much to look at that you might miss something. That's true, because everywhere you look, there's something interesting to see. And I think it's going to be a completely different experience, daytime versus nighttime. So once all of these flowers start to glow, which I have not seen and can't wait to see, it's going to be really beautiful at night, I think. So one of those things you probably need to check out both daytime and nighttime. I mean, this flower looks alive and looks otherworldly and fits in with all of the other plant life that's around here. It's just really beautiful. Patricia says she's anxious for October to see it. Tim, the official unofficial marketing director for Pin of the Month Club. Tim, thanks as always. So I do operate pinofthemonthclub.com. Check it out if you'd like to get a little piece of Disney magic mailed to your home every month. pinofthemonthclub.com. Let's walk by this waterfall and see what the wait time looks for the Navi River journey. Shani asked, will you film at night? I think I will at some point. I would like to come back and do a live broadcast at nighttime. I'm not really sure how well things will translate on a video broadcast, how well you'll be able to see, but we'll probably give it a shot. I'm going to try to tilt the camera up without it going all jittery and crazy, so bear with me for a second, because I'd like to have a chance to look up at the waterfall. Huge floating mountains. Just look very realistic. I saw these from outside the park when they were being built. All kinds of steel girders, but really beautiful. Gabby says, can't wait to see it in August. Roberta says, please do a live feed at night. I think I probably will. Pat, thank you for sharing the broadcast. I appreciate that. Jessica, do they have Avatar Mickey ears? You know, that is not Mickey ears per se. I did see someone who has kind of the Pandora people ears, but I'm not sure if it was a hat or a headband, but I have seen a little bit of that. So over here, you can see some of the artwork of the Navi people, which is kind of like a weaving, and you see these woven designs all over the place. They have kind of a natural look to them. This looks like it's kind of a woven representation of a Navi person. Billy says they do have the ears. Teresa says it's beautiful. Someone just asked, sorry I missed the name, if the seats for Flight of Passage lift off the ground. They actually don't lift off the ground, but a screen opens or in front of you, or kind of a door, I guess, and then the big, huge screen is in front of that. So you feel like you're sitting on a level ground, but there are a number of levels stacked on top of each other. And then when you're tightly secured in and kind of the screen in front of you opens, you're kind of like dangling in front of a large IMAX screen, but you feel like you're still seated on your level. It's kind of hard to explain, but it really is a thrilling attraction. Okay, so here is the entrance for the Navi River journey, and it says the standby, 200 minutes. 200 minutes. So my guess is that in time after the the initial few weeks of Pandora excitement settle down, you probably won't see 200-minute waits for the Navi River journey. It's a good attraction, but it's not like Flight of Passage. Danielle asked how many rides? Two rides, Flight of Passage and Navi River journey. Melissa, good morning from Nova Scotia. Thank you for being here. Tara says kind of like Soarin'. Yeah, the Flight of Passage attraction is kind of like Soarin'. The way you get strapped into your seat, so to speak, is different. But the idea of being in front of a huge screen with some motion in your seat and feeling like you are flying, that's the idea, and it is really, really well done. Pat, excited to see it. Thank you, Pat. Lauren's excited too. Thank you. It is great to be here on an opening day. I'm going to take another look up at the floating mountains. I understand the floating mountains are not as high as the castle in the Magic Kingdom, but they really do look huge because of force perspective, and they're beautifully done. They look completely natural. Sharon, thank you for sharing the video. Kelly from North Carolina, thanks for being here. We'll wander around a little bit more in Pandora, World of Avatar, live on Saturday morning, opening day at Disney's Animal Kingdom. A lot of people, a lot of excitement here. So many things to see everywhere you look in this land. It's really, really beautiful. And I think you'll want to experience it both daytime and nighttime. Rob says, thanks for sharing the journey. Glad to do it. Thank you for being here. All right, this is the area where people get to pound out their frustrations on these drums. We'll wander around a little bit more before we wrap it up for today, so you can see a little bit more of the land here. So many huge plants and pods, the Navi weavings everywhere. Jeff's going to Disneyland next week. Hope you have a good trip. Ellen, thank you for sharing the video. Appreciate your doing that. Lauren says, is it as crowded as I expected? You know, I didn't really know what to expect. Disney did a good job of providing a lot of previews to annual pass holders, so that a lot of folks who wanted a chance to see it would get a chance to maybe cut down on the crowds a little bit for opening day. But I knew it was going to be nutso today. And so many people wanted to come and check it out, me included. It's exciting to be here on opening day, the first official opening day. So the crowds are kind of out of this world. The lines were crazy. I got here pretty early and still had to wait a long, long time to get in. So I guess it was kind of what I expected. Yeah, people who enjoy the broadcast or being on the broadcast, that's good. Tim says I'm the official unofficial tour guide. This is true. That is my job today. And I'm glad to share it with everyone. I really appreciate everybody being here with me for Pandora, the World of Avatar. Everywhere you look, you see something to kind of check out. Check out these huge blue flowers. Just otherworldly. Everything looks otherworldly. Hannah says, thanks for sharing. Gotta go. Hope you have a good day. Jennifer, thanks for sharing the video. I appreciate that. Dawn said she bets the other parks are empty. You know, I had wondered about that as well. I thought this may be the perfect day to go and do something at another park, because I think everyone is going to be descending on Animal Kingdom. There are certainly a lot of people here. So it's interesting, there are some directional signs which are on wheels like this one that have arrows on how to get around, because when I came here for the preview, there is just not a lot of signage pointing to things, which you would kind of expect from a theming perspective in the jungle. You don't have signs, but it will be interesting to see how Disney kind of works through that in just practical terms when you are in a park and not the jungle, because it's kind of easy to get lost. It's not always super obvious on how you get around. I think I've made it all the way back to the entrance. So I'm going to loop around one more time so we can check out a few of the features before we call it a day. Arlene says it's beautiful, wish you could be here. Cindy says thanks for sharing, glad to do it. Sean says the Magic Kingdom is almost empty, I can believe it. Lori's going to be here this afternoon. Hope you enjoy your visit. Liz says thanks for the tour, glad you enjoyed it. All right, everyone, I appreciate your joining me live on opening day of Pandora, the World of Avatar at Disney's Animal Kingdom. If you enjoyed this video, please share it, give me a thumbs up, make a comment. I appreciate all that. It's a good encouragement to me and helps other people to learn about the videos as well. If you like the videos, there's probably a way to follow them on Facebook, so Facebook will give you a notification when I go live. Go live most Saturday mornings, not every. I'm trying to do a little experiment while I will post on Friday night where I'm going to be and when, so you know what's going on. But the videos are also posted afterwards, so if you missed the live broadcast, you have a chance to check it out later. That works almost all the time, unless there's some sort of music that I'm picking up in the video and Facebook doesn't want to post it. So again, everybody, thank you so much for being with me on opening day, live, Disney's Animal Kingdom and Pandora, the World of Avatar. Beautifully done. Just looks like an otherworldly place. Appreciate everybody for being here. I hope you have a great Saturday, and I hope you have a great long Memorial Day weekend. Thanks to everyone who has served in the military, past or present, for helping to keep our country free and safe. So everyone have a wonderful day, and until next time, God bless. Have a good day.